Jody Roundhouse, two white boys living in the ghetto doing a history. Actually, it's just current event lesson right now. But to try to be quick, I got my pointer out. It's right here. It's made out of bamboo. Alright. You guys heard of China, the South China Sea dispute? See China right there? China is claiming that they own from their southern border right here all the way down to here. All that. They're saying this is ours. And down here, the Spratly Island chain and other things. And by the way, the Spratly Island chain is just a bunch of it was like sunken reefs. And they dredged up sand and they built up islands. It was a huge operation, which started, I believe, under Obama. And that shit should have been stopped right away, because now it's too late. They had de facto control over the South China Sea. But we're fucking with them with Trump, which is good. It's called the 9-dash line. If you Google that, you'll see more what I'm saying. Now, they want all that. You see Taiwan here. Oh, I'm sorry. Taiwan's right here. They talk about like first island chains and stuff like that. Let me get this light out of the way. It's freaking annoying the shit out of me, man. Fuck. It's like the sun. I have to leave it on because I don't have any other lights. Shit. Anyhow. Again, 9-dash line. Google that. There's talk of a Quad alliance, which would be Japan, India, which they hate the Chinese, my pharmacist, we were talking about the other day, and shit, Australia. It's down there. I'm not going to take the time to do that. I got to be quick. So the fear is a Pearl Harbor style missile blitz done by China. We got caught off guard in Pearl Harbor, and we got attacked, and we had carriers that were out of port, but our entire Pacific fleet got fucked. Right now we have a shadow empire, the United States does. We have Japan, we have South Korea, we have the Philippines. The Earth Thing is trying to put the clamp down, but I think we talked to him, kind of like we talked to Musharraf. Right now we got Vietnam, Australia, and Australia, fuck it, Australia, I actually need to look at this, Papua New Guinea and Australia, right north of Australia. See all those islands? On one of those islands, Australia, Japan, and the United States have agreed to make a new naval station there. And General Mattis is a badass. Look him up too. But Papua New Guinea, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. In Papua New Guinea, at first the Philippines is leaning toward China. And if you look at that strategically, now the sun's right on China. Fuck. Maybe that'll be good. No. There. Japan is going to make up for Australia's budget cuts. Australia lends money to all these little tiny Asian nations. At least they did. They would do infrastructure and aid programs. They had to stop that. I'm not sure why. Japan's going to take that. And this is all new, brand new shit. I read this very, very recently. This is all very much current events. Japan's going to take that role. Australia and the United States, with Papua New Guinea, are going to start, we're going to build a naval station in one of these little islands. And if you look at that, that's kind of the third island chain, I think, or the fourth island chain. It's near Guam. And we're doing it to allow us to have access into the South China Sea via, number one, it protects the Marianas, Guam, all right here. This is our shit. So if we can open up something down here, if the Chinese blitzed and took over some shit, I don't know exactly what they would do. They would probably work in tandem with Russia, North Korea, and Iran. That's the anti-American, and in Venezuela, that's the anti-American, and Ecuador. But so, and we have, I think, 30,000 troops in Japan, 30,000 troops in South Korea. In the Philippines, believe it or not, we have many thousands of special forces. Guam, Marianas, we have troops. We have the THAAD missile launcher, which is a very much feared high-tech air defense system. Radar, sensors, jamming technology, being able to shoot down things, shoot down missiles, shoot down planes. Sorry for my shaky hands. I ran out of propanol. That's what it's called. Surgeons take that. Steady their hands for surgery. I need to get my bottle filled, but I use it so much. I gotta wait 10 days. Gotta get a bigger strip. So, if we were to lose the Philippines, we'd be fucked. Our entire right flank. Because our line is here. We are trying to encircle them. We're opening up bases down here that we haven't used since World War II. Afghanistan's right here. We have over 10,000 troops there and lots of air assets. We have a fleet here. We recently had 3 aircraft carriers off of North Korea's coast. Jim Mattis is really doing some good shit. But that's the South China Sea dispute. Garbage Man, I hope I did a good job because this is for you. Not in a gay way.